Spring Renewal, 10 weeks of cleansing and rejuvenation. Hello, health detectives. This is Dr. Michael Smith, and I have a question. What is the most common sense thing you could do about your health? Both traditional Chinese medicine and functional medicine focus on discovering and treating the root cause. That is why we need to think like detectives. What if there are 5 or 10 root causes of most modern conditions that are easy to resolve? I have another question. What would happen if you ruled out the most common causes of chronic illness in the most effective order as a health detective on a therapeutic investigation? Step 1. My advice at the beginning of any healing journey is to start with the do's and then gradually remove the don'ts. What if you just need to add a few healthy habits? What if one of your comfort foods been causing a lot more trouble than it should? What if simply eating like your ancestors, waking up like you mean it, getting enough movement and enough stillness are all you needed to feel better and better every day? Step 2. There are many ways to prepare for a healing journey. You can clean out your cupboards, you can buy a gym pass, or you can find some like-minded people, find a mentor, and make the experience a self-redefining adventure. If you are over 40 years old, you have a 60% chance of living with a chronic illness. Call it industrial disease, metabolic syndrome, or adaptive overwhelm. Any label or diagnostic category is often a distraction from many common sense solutions. Let's learn about the 10 most common root causes of chronic illness. Then we can gather some healthy habits and adaptive resources. Step 3. In traditional Chinese medicine, an essential step on any healing journey is to balance your work and rest, exercise and play, and silence and sleep with the seasons and with your metabolic age. When is the next time you plan to just play? Do you get enough silence? Do you get enough rest and sleep? Have you heard of sleep hygiene? Step 4. Why are fit people so happy? Why is fasting the new cure-all? Why is fat loss a billion-dollar industry? Before attempting to heal a complex illness process, it is always to your advantage to cover the essentials. Fitness increases your capacity physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Any way you can, find ways to challenge or increase your strength, your flexibility, your endurance, and especially your metabolic health. Fasting, as it turns out, is a metabolic, genetic, and spiritual need. Fat loss is not as simple as move more, eat less. If you have ever struggled with losing weight, let's learn about the root cause and repair the reason why. Step 5. Modern life is stressful enough that terms like adrenal fatigue or cyclic burnout are used every day. There is no question that stress affects all of your hormones, your immune system, and your metabolism in very destructive ways. Today it is important to learn about adaptive overstrain, resistance, and exhaustion for each hormone and each neurotransmitter. In TCM, being in a prolonged state of fight, flight, or freeze on a survival level, and a state of feign, fawn, or frustrate on a social level is very destructive to your internal organs and your chi flow. Step 6. You may have heard that 75% of your immune system lives in your gut, or that 95% of serotonin, 70% of your melatonin, and 60% of your dopamine are made in your gut. We all need to ensure that our digestive juices, like stomach acid, your pancreatic enzymes, and your gallbladder's complex and essential bile, are healthy and strong. Also, each of us has a living partner in our gut called the microbiome, which is as unique as you are, and needs a specific balance of nutrients too. Find out how digestion works, what goes wrong, and what you can do about it. Step 7. Your immune system should try and protect you like a guard dog. If your immune system starts barking at the mailman, you have hyperimmunity and will begin experiencing allergies and random food sensitivities. If your guard dog gets too tired, you may experience low immunity, leaving you prone to chronic infections, chronic inflammation, and more rapid aging. If your inner dog, your instinct to protect yourself, gets overwhelmed and confused, it may begin chewing on itself. This causes your immune system to attack you. At present, autoimmune disease affects 20% of the population. Take care of your immune system, puppy. Step 8. Your liver has 3 detoxification pathways. Each detox pathway needs a unique list of nutrients and produces its own class of secondary toxins. Each detox pathway needs you to avoid stimulants, intoxicants, and junk food for as long as you can. Your trillions of cells also have detox pathways, which can only improve when there are no more traffic jams in your liver. When these pathways are moving too fast or too slow, you will experience hormonal, neurotransmitter, and detoxification traffic jams, causing everything from hypertension to PMS. The best way to take the pressure off of your detox pathways are to go on a cleanse. The best way to improve the flow of your liver qi is to dance and engage in emotional intelligence. Step 9. Once your metabolism, digestion, immune system, liver detox pathways, and your blood are all working together and have caught up, now you can activate elimination and circulation through your kidneys, lymphatic system, lungs, heart, and skin. Detoxification happens on the inside. Elimination is how you get the natural wastes and modern toxins outside of you. Chronic inflammation, obesity, diabetes, and many other chronic conditions all harden your arteries, cause water retention, and all are made worse with a modern diet. After 65, you have a 75% chance of experiencing some form of cardiovascular disease. Take this opportunity to reverse your chances of an almost inevitable part of aging. Step 10. You have over 60 trillion cells, that is 60 trillion little yous, to take care of and to rely on for the rest of your life. Each one is alive and is a complex engine that also works like a battery. Each cell carries the genes of your ancestors, and all of those genes are adapting to a profoundly new environment. Every cell needs to communicate chemically and physically with all of your other cells. It is no accident that the oldest healing traditions also have embodied spiritual practices. The Spring Renewal course launches Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. Always remember, there are no healthy symptoms. Chronic illness is at least 90% preventable, and good health is not an accident. Make this the year you change your health trajectory. Join me for the 10-week Spring Renewal Cleanse at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday, March 17th. Course participants receive a copy of 10 Steps to Abundant Health, the course content, written as a book, a copy of Returning to an Ancestral Diet, a cookbook with 500 healthy recipes, the self-test questionnaire, which helps guide you towards individual solutions, step by step, a 1-hour private and personal consultation with Dr. Michael Smith.